You there, human. You are placed under the arrest of the Anto City Authority. What? Why? Though the Sith Embassy here is considered sovereign territory of the Sith Empire, we have been monitoring an alarming number of weapon discharges and detonations from within the base. Inquiries into the staff of the embassy yield no response. It would seem that contact had been cut. Our cameras recorded you entering the base shortly before contact was lost and fighting apparently began. It is the conclusion of the Anto City Authority that you are responsible for the disturbance here, and are hereby placed under arrest. You will come with us to await your trial. As material witnesses, the individuals who accompany you will be detained at your vessel, and the vessel itself prohibited from leaving MANAAN. We will leave now. Do not attempt to resist, or we shall resort to overwhelming force. Well, shit. Greetings, human. I am called Paulus, and I have been selected as your arbiter for the duration of your trial. Arbiter? Yes, Arbiter, one who defends you before the judges of the Selkith people. I will endeavour to prove them that you are not guilty of the heinous crimes that you are accused of, off-world. What have I been charged with? You have been charged with initiating violence within the Sith Embassy, murdering members of the Ambassadorial Commission of the Sith Empire, and disregarding our own laws regarding violence in Anto City. What can I do? I would first like to ask you a few questions regarding the events that led up to your arrest. I have already been given all relevant data on you and your companions, so that can be discarded. For what reasons did you enter the Sith Embassy? I had authorization to enter. Indeed, I found that unlikely, off-worlder, but perhaps the judges will be more sympathetic to your view. What is your prior association with the Sith? Do we tell the truth, or do we try and talk ourselves out of this? I have no prior association. I am skeptical of that, as will be the judges. You off-worlders tend to congregate much amongst yourselves. I see no inherent differences between your two groups. That should be all the information I require of you, now. If you wish, we can begin the trial whenever you are ready. Don't you need to ask more questions? I have all the information I need. We should proceed now. The judges are waiting. How can you expect to defend me without getting more information? I think this trial is relatively straightforward. It should be obvious to the judges what has transpired. I think I'd rather represent myself. While that is your right, I strongly recommend against it. I am versed in all the necessary particulars of this case and Selkith law, off-worlder. You would do well to heed my advice. No, I'll represent myself. You off-worlders are not known for your mental prowess. I shall leave your demise up to you. While your high standing among the off-worlders on MANAAN may bring you some leniency from them, being a successful swoop rider brings you no credit here, human. You stand accused of grievous murder of many Sith and extensive property damage to their embassy here. How do you plead? Not guilty. Let the record show that this trial has commenced. Presiding are Judges Selka. Jor, sir. Nail Shakan, Kota, and Dula. This trial is to determine the culpability and punishment of this individual in the recent assault on the Sith embassy. Given the severity of this trial, we can dispense with the normal formalities of the court and proceed directly. You have pleaded not guilty, yet there are reports of weapons fire and detonations from within the Sith embassy. You were seen entering and leaving the embassy. The Sith have not conferred with the authorities about this matter, but from all available evidence, it seems that you are the source of the disturbance. What is your explanation for being in the Sith embassy? I was investigating the disappearance of young Selkith. You believe the Sith had something to do with those disappearances? The Order has probably been listening to Shalas and his rumour-mongering. Most likely. Do you have any proof to back up your assumptions, human? Have the Sith been implicated? I have this data path as proof that the Sith are up to no good. Let it be noted that the court has taken this new evidence into consideration. This is most disturbing. The court will adjourn for a brief period to verify this evidence and discuss its importance. We have verified that this is indeed a Sith datapad, indicating their complicity in a plot to overthrow the lawful government of MANAAN. In gratitude for having discovered this heinous offence, all charges against you regarding the incident will be dropped. Pending a suitable penalty against the Sith, the embassy is considered off limits to all Anto-City security personnel. No calls or incidents from their base will be attended to until this matter is dealt with, as they are no longer subject to protections of Selkith law. You have been found innocent and may leave as you desire. This trial is now over. Well, that was easy. Okay, we've still got the murder case to deal with, but we'll get to that eventually. So we're back on this side now. Let's head, I guess, back to the Republic embassy. Oh yeah, don't we need to kill that guy in the prison? Is that something worth looking at? I don't know if we're going to get dark side points for that. It doesn't really say. It's hard to judge whether it's considered a good or bad thing. Because they seem like bad people, so getting rid of them sounds like a good thing, but it depends on your view, I suppose. Let's get rid of them. We don't want them knowing about it.
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Be quiet off, Lord Scum. Okay, well, how do I kill him? What can I do for you now? This was the guy we needed to kill, right? There's a guy on Dantooine and a guy in this prison. Not sure how we have to go about doing that then. I'm sure that's what it said, right? Oh, the guy we need is the guy in the prison. In the embassy, not this guy. I don't know about killing him then. I feel like maybe killing any of them is probably a bad idea for trying to be the light side. Where is anything on this place? In fact, did I not need to go into the Where's the guy that asked me to look for the kids? Was he back in that room I was just in? Or next to? Let me just check. Oh yeah, I need to talk to you as well, because some of the information we've got on this case.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Can you tell me anything about Sunry?
Sunry is... he's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered the Sith woman like they claim. And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
Your husband might not be so innocent, Alora.
This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up. Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
Okay, you don't
I
want to
hear
know.
you've been appointed...
Was Sunry having an affair?
What? Don't insult us both. Sunry is a just and honorable man. How dare you accuse him? Us of such a thing. Find proof to set him free instead of bringing these baseless accusations against us.
I'm pretty sure I
hear
have
you've been
information
appointed
about
as
it.
arbiter.
I can keep trying until we maybe pass it. I have a recording showing Sunry killing Alassa.
Lies! It must be! I knew the Sith would never let a Republic hero get away. You must find Sunry innocent. This is all a plot to find the real... I hear you've been... What?
I don't know if we can keep, like,
I hear
forcing
you.
it.
What?
I think
I
it's
hear
generally a
you've been
roll, but we don't have much to go towards
I
it.
hear you've been...
Pluses.
I hear you've been...
It's not really happening there, is it?
Fi-
I buffed myself. Oh, that buffed everybody.
I hear you've been appointed... What?
No, it's not happening,
I
is it?
hear you've... What?
Okay. We shall return. Wanted to check in here real fast. Is it this guy? Have you news for me, human? Have you discovered why the Republic is hiring mercenaries? I'm still looking into it. Is there somebody else in here? This guy. Human, you returned. Have you information for me? Have you discovered the fate of the missing Selkith youth? Have you news of my daughter, Shasha? I have information for you, Shaylas. Excellent, you have done well. What have you learned? The Sith are training Selkith youth in the ways of the Dark Jedi. Yes, this makes sense. It is a wonder I did not see this before. MANAAN's greatest strength is our neutrality. If Malik brainwashes our youth and indoctrinates them in the ways of the Sith, he will have a strong following among the Selkith people, strong enough to seize control of MANAAN and our Kolto. My daughter Shasa, she too has been indoctrinated into the Sith camp. I've convinced your daughter to turn her back on the Sith ways. Human, if you speak the truth, I am forever in your debt, and yet my joy is tempered by the knowledge that the Sith still walk freely about MANAAN. Hopefully the testimony of my daughter will be enough proof of your actions to make the Anto-City authorities take action. I hope so. You have done much for me, human. Here are the credits I promised you. I only wish I had more to give. Keep your credits, Shaylas. A Jedi has no need for such rewards. You refuse my reward. Surely you humans are a noble breed. Perhaps my species have underestimated your kind. Please excuse me now, human. I must go speak to the MANAAN authorities about the Sith plot and what they have done to my beloved daughter. I know we're already full on light side, but you never know. Anything else to do in here? I don't think so. Back to the embassy, I guess. I'm back.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base?
Yes, here it is.
Excellent. It does not appear to have been tampered with, so the Sith did not manage to copy its contents yet. And now for your information. We are not supposed to speak of this, but since you are a Jedi and we have exhausted all the other options, I think I can entrust you with this. As you know, the Republic is fighting for its very existence against the evil of the Sith Empire. As you also undoubtedly know, we're doing very poorly. We need much in the way of supplies and material to stem the tide of battle and bring us victory. MANAAN is the sole source of Kolto, the most powerful medical substance in the galaxy. Frankly, we need as much of it as we can get.
What has the Republic done?
The Selkath conservatives, with their neutrality treaties, seek to treat the Sith and the Republic equally. This includes Kolto exports, but a few more far-sighted Selkath see that if the Sith are ever allowed to win, the galaxy will be plunged into darkness, and there would be nothing to stop them from taking MANAAN anyway, so we made a deal.
What sort of deal?
We recently began construction of a secret underground facility to harvest Kolto directly at its source. We also hope to one day be able to synthesize it effectively. Current techniques are insufficient for the task, so we must mine it for now. The amount we take would hardly be noticed, since most is lost naturally before it reaches the surface anyway. We were nearing completion of the base when the digging teams reported some sort of obstruction. An ancient building or artifact, possibly your star map. Transmissions from the base were cut off abruptly after that, and we haven't heard from the station since.
Why have you not investigated?
As you may have noticed, we're hiring a lot of mercenaries around here. Ostensibly, they're to be shipped off-world to aid in our fight against the Sith, but they're really for another purpose. When we lost contact with the station in the Rackard Rift, we sent our contingent of Republic soldiers down to investigate. None returned. We've tried hiring mercenaries and sending them down as well, but none of those expeditions have returned either. The reason we really sent that droid underwater, and the reason we needed its data back so badly, was to find out what happened to the Rackard Rift station. But now that we have the data back, our operation is in no danger of exposure to the Sith. And now I must live up to my end of the bargain.
How will I get down there?
I took the liberty of having a submarine prepared for your departure. Merely use this card to get past the door behind our Kolto packing room and enter the sub therein. It has been programmed to take you down to the station, and also to take you back up should you need something. I would send soldiers to assist you, but we've lost many of ours, and nearly exhausted the mercenary population of this planet. The soldiers we have are barely enough to keep this base secure. The Sith have also noted our interest and begun to bribe mercenaries away from us. Please, find out what happened to the facility. There may be some survivors left down there. Perhaps even the head scientist, Kono Nolan. Good luck in your efforts.
Thanks. Okay, well, that's the last thing we want to do, I think. I'm guessing we probably want to do the trial before we go down there. Now I need to return to the guy in the mercenary bar or whatever and tell him why they're hiring mercenaries, if I really should. And then we can go looking towards dealing with one of these assassinations, which is probably a bad idea.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
We're suddenly having an affair.
What? Don't insult us both. Sunry is a just and honorable man. How dare you accuse him of such a thing?
Now, Elora. We're not here to pass judgment, my dear. We do need to know everything if we're here to help, yes?
Yes. Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just struck me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. He started seeing Alasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. He's Too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood.
He's killed many Sith before.
That was a long time ago. In a war far, far away. He's changed now. Settled down. Oh, just please, prove his innocence.
Your husband might not be so innocent, Delora.
This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done this crime, however.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
What more is there to find, though?
Jolie, coming to check in on an old man? I must confess, I would rather you were here to speak to the Warden and begin my trial.
Soon, old friend. We don't want to go to trial until we've got the whole picture.
Oh, I grow weary of staring at these four bare walls. But I suppose you know what you're doing. You know, the role of Arbiter cannot be taken lightly.
Let's go over the evidence.
Well, you know I was having an affair with Alasa. I went there to break it off that night. Well, I can tell you it wasn't easy. She was young and beautiful. But I love Alora. I knew I had to do it. I broke it off quickly as I could, and then I left. I found out later she'd been murdered when the Selkath authorities came knocking on my door. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my heroes cross at a crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my Arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
I need to investigate the case some more. Any ideas where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Selkath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my Arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
There's a few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
There was a Rodian who planted evidence at the murder scene.
A Rodian? I didn't know there were any Rodians on MANAAN. Oh, except for Tyvark and this one named Glupar who's hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rodians on MANAAN. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? I suspect there's still stuff you ought to clear up. Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
I know you're guilty, Sunry. I've got the Republic's data recording.
So the truth is out. I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain information, but something inside me just snapped. She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then I killed her.
simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. They found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it.
The Sith found out the truth, didn't they?
The Sith must have been spying on me and Alasa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence, so they planted their own evidence. Alasa must have stolen that hero's cross from me long ago and given it to her Sith masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it. But when the cross turned up on her body, I knew the Sith had put it there. So, now you know the whole story. What are you going to do?
You're guilty, Sunray. Confess.
You think I'm some kind of monster, don't you? All I did was kill a Sith. How many Sith have you killed? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands?
That's different, Sunray, and you know it. We don't kill them in cold blood while they sleep.
I don't see how the two of us are any different. She was a spy. She was using me to get information so Malak's army could destroy the Republic. She deserved his eye.
Killing your lover while she sleeps is murder, even if she is a Sith.
If I confess, I'm looking at 20 years in prison. And the Otto City officials might even place Kolto sanctions on the Republic Embassy. Without Kolto, how can we treat the injuries to our soldiers on the front lines?
These are just excuses, Sunray. We both know you have to own up to your crimes.
No, I can't do that. And put the Republic's supply of Kolto in danger. No, I won't. Now look, I may have done something stupid. And it may only be worse for my standing by it, but I will not confess. If you turn me in, the Republic will likely lose its Kolto export privileges, and then we'll lose the war for sure. Are you going to send all those thousands, millions like Taurus to their deaths just for your sense of justice?
Sunray, this is wrong, and you know it. I am a Jedi. What is it that you expect me to do to defend your actions?
You do whatever you have to, Jory. I know what I did, but I also know what's at stake here. No, I'll rot in here if I have to, but I won't betray the Republic. Do what you have to, but know what the consequences will be.
I mean, I feel like the Sith have done a lot worse, so I don't think it would really matter. In fact, they'd probably be approving, since you killed a Sith and they tried to overthrow their government. Okay, back to the guy in here. A few news for me here. Have you discovered why the Republic is hiring mercenaries? I'm still looking into it. Once you have the answers I seek, I will gladly pay you 500 credits as I promised. If it's just for money, I don't know if I should really be telling him. I feel like it's a bad thing to do. Let's find out. Yes, they're sending them down to a secret base on the Harriet Rift. The Harriet Rift? It is as I feared. But the Republic is fortunate. I was the one assigned to investigate this case. Human, allow me to be blunt with you. If I report this violation to my superiors, the Republic will be banned from MANAAN. But I do not wish to do this. I see the Sith for what they truly are, ruthless and evil. The Republic has always respected our independence, but if they fall, the Sith will be quick to send an invasion fleet to conquer MANAAN. But I can't simply ignore what the Republic has done. The Harriet Rift is the source of MANAAN's Kolto, and I fear the science station may damage production of this delicate resource.
You think the Republic is trying to steal the Kolto, perhaps? An odd thing for the Republic to do, no?
You must tell the Republic to stop this madness at once. Make them shut down the facility and record their people before they do something we all regret. They can't. The Republic has recently lost contact with the science facility. Of course, I should have realized. Doubtless they are hiring the mercenaries to investigate the situation, but I fear the mercenaries alone may not be enough to save their station. There are ancient mysteries within the Harriet Rift that even the Selkith do not comprehend. I fear the Republic has awakened something that was best left undisturbed. Sounds like you know more than you're telling me. Had I any information herein, I would share it with you willingly. You have done the right thing informing me of this, but I must ask something more of you. I fear the mercenaries will not find the answers the Republic is looking for. They prefer blasters to brains, but you have shown yourself to be resourceful. Perhaps you can succeed where the others have failed. Investigate this facility, human, and I promise to keep my silence so that the vile Sith do not gain from the Republic's foolishness. I only hope my silence does not lead to disaster for MANAAN. Here is the payment I promised you. And now I must take my leave, human. My superiors are expecting a full report from me. There is much I must do to ensure they can't uncover the Republic's actions. Okay, all good then. Right, what does that leave us then? The trial, obviously. He says he will not betray the Republic and harm it because of what happened. I think for now, let's try... I want to try nipping to Dantooine. I think the target is... We're going to see if we can deal with that assassination, but I feel like this is a bad thing to do. I don't know if there's a way of doing this peacefully. So I shall head there now.
Hello there, It's you. I remember you. You're the one that gave me the credits to leave Tatooine. I could never forget your face. Thank you so much for what you did. Here on Dantooine, we've got a chance.
Sharina, wasn't it? What will you do here?
Well, I may be able to get hired as a servant for one of the influential families here. I haven't yet, but I'm sure I will. At least there's hope here. Tatooine was just dying, all of it.
Where are your children?
I found a small apartment for now. They're resting now. They're still getting used to their new surroundings. Once I'm working, I'll see about getting them into school. There are opportunities here they would have never had on Tatooine.
I'm glad I could help.
Thank you. I won't trouble you anymore, but thank you.
Madame Zerkakop has been driven off from one of their worlds. This is most excellent news, and to celebrate I'm offering a discount. This time only. I'd like to see what you have for sale. Excellent. As always, my selection is somewhat limited. Zerkakop has a monopoly on some of my supplies. But I'm sure you'll find all my inventory of the highest quality. And I've got a few special items you won't find anywhere else. Yeah, right. I'm sure you have nothing I really want. But I figured I would check while I was here. Gives us +3 in repair. Maybe it'd help us get one of HK's things done. I don't know if I have one of these or not already. This is the speeder of Zulun Centaur, the Grand Slaver. Zulun himself is nowhere in sight. Slice into the speeder and activate the alarm system. The speeder's alarm begins to ring out. If Zulun is anywhere nearby, he'll come running. Who you be? What you doing here? You be the one who touched Zulun's speeder? I don't know who set off the alarm. I was just passing by. Me not believe you. You took Zullen's speeder. You die now. Your funeral. Stop, stop. We'll not fight no more. You not kill Zullen. Why should I let you live? You got 200 credits. You take them. Me give them to you if you let me live. You take credits and let me go. That's a small price to spare your life. That all me got, 200 credits. It good amount, yes? Okay, give me the credits and get out of here. Yeah, you take credits. Good deal, me go now. I would argue that that should have been more dark side than just killing him. Killing him is dark side, so... And it will drop me back down to lose our buff. Which I do not want. But we have done that quest in some capacity. I don't know how that's going to play out exactly. Probably not well. But I guess we better get back to MANAAN then. Welcome back, Urizen. I see you have come alone. This is good. I assume you are here to discuss the business of the Jedi Order. Zullen Centaur is dead. I am disappointed in you, Urizen. Did you really believe I would fall for such an obvious lie? Didn't you think I might have agents watching you to see how you performed? I know you let Zullen live, though the slaver's days are numbered. Even now, one of our more reliable agents is hunting him down. But I'm willing to forget this incident, though you would do well to learn from it. There is a lesson for you here. The Jedi Order show no mercy. Since you did not kill Zullen, I can't give you the bounty for this assignment. In any case, Urizen, your role in Zullen's fate is now over. Do you have any further business you wish to discuss at this time, or are we done here for now? I'll be back later. Well, we did the quest at least. Right, I think we have two options now. Then we can either go take the submarine down, or get this trial out of the way. I kind of feel we should get the trial done, right? If I can remember where that is. What is it that I can do for you now? I want to begin Sunry's trial now. Are you certain, human? Once the trial has begun, I cannot be stopped. And once judgment is given, the case can never be reopened. You must be certain your investigations are complete before you request a trial. This is the role of the Arbiter. Are you certain you wish to begin the trial now? Yes, let's begin the trial. Very well, human. I shall advise the court, and then we will begin immediately. But the records show that the trial of Sunry versus the Anto-City Authority has commenced. Presiding are Judges Shelkar, Jorsa, Nail Shakan, Kota, and Dula. This trial is to determine the culpability of Sunry in the death of the Sith Alassa. Representing Sunry in his defense is a member of the Jedi Order. Do you have any opening statements? Sunry is guilty of the murder. I have this record as proof. A recording. Let this new evidence be entered into the records. Ah, this new evidence is most convincing. Yes, it seems to be. This shortens the trial considerably. In light of this new evidence, there is no need to proceed with the witnesses or cross-examinations. This court hereby finds Sunri guilty of the murder of the Sith Al-Assad. In accordance with Selkith law, the prescribed punishment for murder is death. The verdict has been delivered, and this trial is now over.
This is the will of the court, but it doesn't feel like justice to me.
Remove the guilty party from this courtroom.
I'm sorry, Sunri. And Alora, there's nothing more we can do.
Oh, Sunri, no!
Well, we didn't do bad, I guess. We didn't get dark side, so... I mean, it's the truth, right? Didn't get light side either, so... Right, and with that then, I think the only thing we've got left to do, unless I'm forgetting something... I mean, there is the prisoner in the cell, which... I don't think we're going to kill him without doing dark side, so... Unless there's a peaceful option there. I think that's about it. But we can do that on the way towards the submarine. So let's get back to the Republic emissary. Oh, this is the guy we need. Yes, human? Have you come to sneer and jeer like the others? Come to see Lord Gao, the great liberator, caged like an animal? Liberator? You're nothing but a murderer. Kill 1,000,000 people with a mighty star cruiser, and you're a war hero. Kill 100 with a thermal detonator, and you're a terrorist. It's not the same. You kill civilians and children. You are obviously blind to the Republic chains shackled around your neck. You cannot see me for the hero I am. You think I am nothing but a criminal who deserves death. There are many who want me dead, including the guards in this room. But the Republic doesn't kill prisoners without a trial. That is why I am protected. This energy cage keeps me safe from blasters and blades. The Republic will keep me alive and transfer to Coruscant. And then all the galaxy will witness my trial. You cannot touch me in here, human. No conventional weapon can penetrate this cage. Nothing can stop me from spreading my manifesto during my trial. I've got better things to do than argue with prisoners. Yes, leave me. You are a tool of the Republic, a slave who can't see your own chains. But do not fear. Someday, I, or someone like me, will destroy the Republic and free you all. And we do. 8 spikes, probably less if we use somebody else, but that's going to be a bad thing to do. Even though, again, he's going to do more damage, hurt more people being alive than he is killing him. I'm curious, but I'm pretty sure it will be dark side, but we'll save and find out. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I don't know if there's another way of doing anything with that then.
I'm sorry, I'm on duty, citizen. Please refer any questions to our diplomatic corps. Thank you.
Down we go then. The submersible can be used to descend to the Deep Ocean Heroic Research Station. Use the submersible.